Hey, good morning, you crazy cats. Welcome to this bonus episode. I'm not doing a shift video today. I'm going to do a video that lots of people have asked me to do about all the essential things that I need to keep inside this taxi to run a viable business as a cabbie. So guess the fare result next week when I do guess the fare again and the shift video. Right, let's dive into this vehicle and see what I've got hidden inside. So here we are in the driving seat, and I'm basically surrounded with everything I need to drive this vehicle and to run this vehicle during the day. Okay, what do we start with? The dashboard's here. I'm not going to go into the tech of the car and everything involved in its production, only to say that this is a Volvo dashboard because the company that built this vehicle own Volvo. What else do I need? Well, here, this storage compartment is very important. What have I got in here? As a cab driver, when you get to my age, 35, your memory goes a bit. So always have a spare pair of glasses. Not the greatest color, but they're cheapos. Charger for the phone. And the phone sits here, of course. That's quite a long cable, which is great if I need to move the phone about. Then we've got till rolls. These till rolls, which we use for receipts, which are connected to the payment system. They easily just pop in there and they can be replaced. Also, we have receipts here. I need plenty of those still because people still pay cash. They don't ask for a printed receipt. Some people just like a written receipt when they pay cash, or they just like a written receipt anyway. Or if the printer goes wrong, you've got these as backups. What else have I got in here? Yep, got the old paracetamol. You know, sometimes you do get a bit of a headache when driving. And my cards, if people want my number for private work. And also there's access to my YouTube channel. And a fork, because I forget my fork sometimes when I make my own food. So I have a spare fork here just in case. And of course, various pens. You need more than one of those when you're writing out those receipts, or if you need them for anything else, basically. Okay, above my head, I've got some stowage. It's a slightly thin stowage compartment. I keep two things up there. Now, I keep these up there. These are wax paper bags. They're waxed on the inside. Can you guess what they're for? Yep, for when people feel ill or they're sick. Keep them at hand as a taxi driver. So if someone in the back says to me, Mark, I'm going to be sick, or Cabby, I'm going to be sick, I can quickly just shove them through there and say, help yourself. Now, to be honest, I don't really work nights, so I haven't really ever had drunk people getting in the back of the cab being sick, but I have had young kids with car sickness and pregnant ladies. So I keep those well at hand here. And the other thing I keep up here is my bill, and yep, that's me, because you have to show that when you get a stop by the police or representatives from the public carriage office. And here, of course, I've got the payment system, which is absolutely essential. And alongside that, the printer. And next to that, oh, the very, very important cup holder. And of course, there are a few things bespoke to this cab because of the side hustle I do with you guys on YouTube. There's a fitting here. Can you guess what that is? That's a GoPro fitting. And then there's a detachable fitting for a camera here and a phone, which comes in and out when needed. Okay, just take a look inside the door wells here. Now, I tend to keep cleaning equipment within the doors. This was recommended to me by Tom, the taxi driver. Everybody knows him. If you watch his channel, then maybe you watch mine as well. This stuff's fantastic. It's by the chemical guys. It really does make the cab smell like it's 2 minutes old. Wonderful premium freshener. It just makes the cab smell like it's just driven out the showroom. So I recommend that. And okay, chemical guys, if you want to advertise on my channel, give us a call. And on the other side, inside the door, some more cleaning materials. Definitely use this a lot. The brush comes in handy for the back, comes in handy for everything. Another cloth, which obviously I use all the time, and this one from Halfords is antibacterial dash and interior surface cleaner, and you can actually use this on the floor in the back as well, so this one I would recommend. Does the whole lot. There's a lot of plastic in this vehicle, so I use a lot of this stuff, and it's not that expensive. Okay, that seems to be everything in the front of the vehicle covered. Let's get down to the business end of this vehicle. Let's see what I keep inside the boot. Hello, what are you doing in there? Okay, so we're in the boot and there's plenty of stuff to be getting on with here. First of all, this. Now in this bag, it's basically things that have fallen off this taxi. And one thing I've taken off myself. Now, this headrest I took out because it was in the middle of the partition and it really did get in the way of the view of the customers and interacting with them, so I just took it out in the end. All of these things have fallen off the fittings for the belts inside, the seat belts. Now, they're just for aesthetic purposes anyway, but it looks like there was a design fault there, and over the years they've all come off. Bearing in mind, I've had this cab for 5 years now. It's done pretty well. Let me know if you drivers have had any problems with these things at all. They're the only things that I've had a problem with in this cab. They just tend to not grip on and bite onto these fittings very well. Okay, quickly in this one, this thing. This is an electric pump, so if you get a flat, and I've got to be honest, in this cab I've got more punctures than I've ever had in any other cab because this vehicle's nearly 2 tons, so it eats up everything in the road. Get one of these, I don't know if any of you other drivers have got these, it will see you till at least you can get to a garage and get the tyre changed, because changing a tyre on this vehicle is an absolute nightmare. I'll come to that in a minute. More cleaning materials. I find this one's really good for the floor in the back. This is Demon Shine. To be honest, I did start on Demon Shining this cab once, and it took so long that I gave up halfway through, but this stuff does work very well. They use it up at the garage where they sell these black cabs, and they recommended it to me. Keep all these available. Lots of cleaning wipes and stuff like that. Wet wipes, you know, you never know, do you? So just use them when you need to use them. That's what I do. Back up. Oh yeah, and the whiteboard for meet and greets. Yeah, remember that in the last episode? Comes in very handy. You need one of those as a cab driver. And of course you need your marker pen, and then you need to just write something on it, and today I've written that. Please subscribe, folks, and hit the thumbs up button. Your support for this channel really helps me make great content. Okay, let's see what else we've got in the boot. Right, and here is the charging cable. Essential. Yeah, this thing you've got to carry about with you in the back. Obviously it's personal to the taxi itself, because some chargers do have their own cables, but you need this as well. This is obviously a thick cable that can deal with 30 kilowatts, etc. And that will go into the charger itself, and this fitting will go into the cab, so that's an essential. Socket set. I'm not very mechanically minded, but if you do have a taxi or if you do have a car, you just got to have a socket set, haven't you? Wouldn't have a clue what to do with it. And finally, we have all the equipment here to change a tyre. Let me show you what the manufacturer gave us to change a flat tyre on this vehicle, basically to do a wheel change. Right, a jack. This is it. This tiny jack for a 2-ton vehicle. It's absolutely worthless, really, and a little bit dangerous, I would say. Trying to balance a 2-ton vehicle on a jack like this, even when you've got the stabilizers, I always forget what that's for. Cab drivers, please tell me, I can't remember. And this is where the big problems start. This is the piece of equipment that we have to use to undo the bolts on the wheel, which is totally inadequate, even when we've got an extension like this. I'll show you the problem in a second. What else have we got? Oh, we've got the wheel stabilizers here that lock the wheel into place as we jack it up. 2 of those, and this goes underneath the cab to fit onto the jack that lifts the cab up to stop there from being any sort of damage to the underside of the cab. So all this equipment is used to change a wheel on the LEVC TX5 electric cab, and to be honest, I think it's pretty dangerous. It's just not suitable for the job. Cab drivers, why don't you tell me your experiences of changing a wheel on this vehicle? Let me show you where the problems begin. They begin right here with this particular piece of equipment. I'll just get the hubcap off and show you. Right, this and that. They are not good friends. I think it's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty if I remember correctly, but you can just see it's just ridiculous that you'll never get any decent leverage off a piece of equipment like this. It's hopeless. So the best thing to do is to just get these nuts changed so you've got the prouder, longer version, so that a piece of equipment like this would at least stand a chance with loosening them. Apart from that, I think the whole equipment for the wheel change is totally useless. And there you have it, folks. That's basically everything I keep in my cab that keeps me on the road and running this business as a London cabbie. Okay, thanks for watching. Leave any comments down below. Shift video next week and answer to guess the fare. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, see you back here.